Hi guys, and welcome to Visual Basic tutorial of a stock control system. Alright, let me show you guys how this works. Right here we have all the information of Kim Carey, that's the customer, and here the order, they telling us if the order is still valid or not. And right here we have the details of Kim Carey. We should be able to see all Kim Carey's details right here. And right here, let's move this. There we go. That is the details of Kim Carey. Okay, let me go back in there. And we also have the details, all of this information. We should be able to see it right on the database itself, Access database. I'm going to make this database available for you guys, but for now I'm going to close, just minimize that. And that's how it works. So we can reset and add new stock details there. So in here we have 120 stock level, and let's say we're going for about 22, and the remainder is telling us that enter order ID, customer details, and here the name. So let's say the name is South. That's the name, and the Southern Way lives in 1 Milky Way. There we go. So right here, that's where is he entitled to a discount. Let's say about 5%. Account debit, and right here paying by Visa card. So on sales, no. So all we then need to do is just to hit on total. There we go. And as you can see, record is saved. The full tutorial will be made available shortly. And let's exit out, guys, and start a new project. There, I'm going to click on create new. Just for your information, I'm using Visual Studio 2022. Now select Visual Basic in the template here, click on next. Give your project a name. I'm going to call that VB underscore stock system, and click on create. Okay, my development environment is ready, so I'm going to click on the properties, and right here let's change the size of the font to 1386 by 788. There we go. Now, because I'm going to be using database, I'm going to come straight into the project right here. Just click on the project. Let's go to manage NuGet package. Click on that. What I want to do in here is to install the OLEDB. So just click on browse in there, enter OLEDB. Okay, that's the object linking and embedding database. So I'm going to select the standard data OLEDB, click on that, and we need to get it installed. That's installed there, click on install, and now it's installing. And next click on OK. There we go. So we now have the system, the object successfully installed. So I'm going to go back to my design view. So inside my design view right here, if you double click on the form, we might as well just import the system.oldb. So come right here, right above the public, I'm going to say import system.data.oldb. Now I've connected the database connector onto my system. So let's go back to my design view, and this one I don't really need this NuGet anymore, so exit out. Now let's go straight into the toolbox here. Right here in the toolbox, I need tab control. That is the tab control. You can double click on that, and that is it on the system. Now select the tab control, just drag it as much. That we do, and bring it right down. That's fine. Now, while this tab control is selected, let's go straight to the properties. You see where we have the tab page, click on that and change the first tab here. That is the text. Let's change that to stock control. There, and the second one, select the second one and change that to invoice details. There we go. Okay, the other thing is, you see the background? I'm going to change the background. Let's change that to cadet blue. Alright, so I'm going to change the background of the other one, of the first tab, to cadet blue as well. Or you can just copy that here, copy, and come right here. There we go. Click on OK. Now, that's the first one, stock control and invoice details. Inside the invoice details, I might as well just go ahead and add my data grid view. I need a data grid view here. Just drag it that much and bring it right down. So data grid view is sorted. So let's go back to the stock control tab itself. There, click on that. Right here in the stock control tab, I need the following. Go back to the toolbox. I need a plane. There we go. So just drag the plane that much. Just let it fill up the whole screen, and yeah, something like that, and just bring it down a little bit more. Now, because the plane has inherited the background color of the tab control, I'm going to change that to control. Control is the default name. So there we go. That is it right there. So that's good enough for me. Now back in here, go back to the toolbox. I'm now going to change the border style. I'm going to change it to fix 3D, and you should see a black line around it. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is I want to grab hold of the toolbox. We need a label. There, we need, let's bring that down. We need the combo box, and I'm going to need text box as well. Scroll right down for text box. There, these three objects that I have on the system, select it all, and let's come right here, the toolbox. Let's change. I'm going to leave this one separate. Just these two label on the text box. I'm going to change the size, the font size, to something readable. So make that bold, and I'm going to make that maybe about 22. Click on OK. Now bring this here. Now this very one here, I'm going to change the details of that to product ID. There we go. And let's copy this now. Hold on to the control, click and drag. This one that I've just copied, I'm going to go back to the toolbox, delete that, and scroll right up. I've deleted the text. Scroll right up, see where we have auto size. I'm going to change that to fix 3D. And the border style, I'm going to change that to fix single. Auto size is false. Sorry, auto size false. Border style fix single. There. And this combo box, I'm going to change the size of the font on that combo box to 14, because I'm going to need some room to get that done properly. Make that bold as well. There. Okay, that's fine. So let's copy this now. So select both labels, and just hold on to your control, click and drag. We have two. We have 4. Need some rooms. Okay, select it all. I'm going to need about 10 of those here. Hold on to the control, click and drag. Now we have 8. I just select these 2. We have 10 right here. There we go. Something like that. But we're going to move this one out of the way. We want the combo box right there. And we also need to move this out of the way. We want the text box right there. Just drag. There we go. Now over here we want to labels, and we also need 2 labels here. 2 labels and a combo box. So those 2 labels goes right here. Combo box here. And then we need date time. Okay, the date time picker should be right on top. Let's bring this down. Date time picker here. Alright, good. Let's change the size of that date time picker to maybe 14. 14 bold. Okay. In as much as we can read the date, that is fine for me. Very good. We're getting somewhere. Looking good so far. Now I'm going to add another panel right here. Just take it down all the way. Now properties, border style, change that to fixed 3D or fixed single. Okay, fixed single is fine, and the background will be cadet blue. Add another panel. I can copy this anyway. Hold on to the control, click and drag, copy. I'm going to reduce everything about this one. Just bring it in. There. Change it back color of that to control. There, done. That is good. I'm also going to copy this. Hold on to the control, click and drag, paste it right there, and reduce it. Something like that. And bring this near a little bit more. Now let's drag it up. There we go. Alright, here I need 5 labels. Hold on to your control. Copy, click and drag. Drop it here. There. I need 2 combo box, 1 and 2. Then I need 3 text box, 1, 2, 3. This will be for the address. Just drag it that much. Click on this little triangle there so that we can extend the address. There we go. That's nice. And up here we need 4 labels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it here. And we need, I think that's going to be 4 or 3 labels. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to need that as well. So there we go. Now bring this right down and move all of this up. There. Okay, here we need 1 panel. Let's bring the panel here, dump it right there. Change the back, the border style, fixed 3D. No, fixed single. I keep saying fixed 3D. Okay, fixed single. Right. And I need 3 labels in there. 1, 2 and 3. Click, drag, drop. Extend this a little bit more. Okay, so in here we need 3 combo box, 1, 2 and 3. That's good. Okay, now underneath here we need buttons. Grab all of one button. We have one there. Change the font of that button to something much more readable. I'm gonna make it maybe about 40 bold. There we go. Change the text content of that to exit. Variable name, that is going to be btn exit. There. And let's copy that. Hold on to the control, click and drag. I'm going to need one more. Hold on to the control, click and drag. Change this one to btn total. Text content on it is going to be known as total. There. This is going to be, let's change that to reset. Variable name will be btn reset. There we go. That's nice. Okay, and right here we're gonna need labels. Okay, we need some rooms. 1, 2, 3. Grab all of those 3, drag, hold on to the control, click and drag. Alright, so we now need 3. Yeah, 3 labels in there. Bring it down here. Yeah, that's good enough. Select all of this and just position it properly. Okay, we need to change the details of this. That's going to be for tags. So let's come right down here. That becomes tags. And the label right opposite it, so we change that to LBL tags. There. This is going to be known as LBL subtotal. The label is going to be subtotal. And this is going to be known as total. While this is going to be known as LBL total. This one is subtotal. That is fine. So I've finished with this part of it. So that is okay. Right here, let's take care of this one. This is going to be CMB product ID. Underneath will be product name. Change this one to LBL product name. And this is known as product name as well. Let's make sure this is product name. No, it's just product. We need name there. And here, that will be description. That is description. And the label right in front of it, that is going to be LBL description. There. I suppose you guys get the whole idea. So I'm going to speed this up because it's going to take some time. And you should be able to put that together yourself. Let's just run it and you see how that looks like. Right there, guys, that is how it's looking. So I'm going to speed up the naming of all of these components, and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Okay guys, the naming is completed. So looking at each of these labels, and that will be the names for each of these other labels, but those ones they do have their own variable names. For example, this one is discount, so this one becomes CMB discount. This is a label here, number of item, that becomes LBL, number of item, and so on. So I'm going to exit out and just let's put together some lines of code for exit and resets before we go into the database connectivity. So double click on exit button, and right in there, the choice is yours. You can use try cache, and let's just say dim. The try cache is just to take care of whatever error that we might run into. So dim I exit as dialog result, and that is it right there. Okay, we have the dialog results. We'll come down here and just say I exit, that will be equals, let's enter message box in there, message box dot show the following. So that is going to be, let's just say confirm there, confirm if you want to exit, comma. I'm going to now enter the title for its stock, it's just its stock control, and next is going to be message box buttons. So I'm going to select, the method will be yes or no, comma, then message box icon. Let's scroll right down, as the icon. So the icon that I'm going to be using is going to be the question mark. That's fine. So now let's use conditional statement here. If I exit is equals dialog results dot yes, then we want the following, application dot exit. Of course, you can always use just application exit, but in this case the system will actually prompt you to confirm your intention. That is the whole idea of this. Now let's come right here, let's double click on resets. With the reset, I'm going to start by saying CMB ID dot selected index, that will be equals 0. That's my selected index. The next one is going to be LBL products, that should have been product, okay, product name dot text, that is going to be equals that. Clear. So I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other one, description, LBL description, paste. Let's copy this and just paste it there. Okay, it's already copied, so delete this one. LBL stock level, paste. LBL reorder level, paste. And LBL out of stock, paste. LBL number, no, that should be TXT now, TXT number of order, clear. Then we have LBL the cost, paste. LBL that to be reorder date, then LBL action taken. There we go. Now we also have LBL validate from, then we have LBL reminder, that is it here. Then I have let's go for LBL date expires. No, it's not an LBL, that is a date and time, so I'm going to leave that alone. So let's go for tax. LBL subtotal, LBL total. There we go. Then this one here, I don't think there's any name for this. Let's come in here. There is no name. I must have left that out. That should have been CMB on sales. There we go. And this is going to be date time picker, so let's just call that DTP date expires. There we go. Alright, so let's grab hold of this, copy that back in our code here, paste that here. That's going to be, let's select this, paste that right there. Now we also have the following. Let's take care of CMB order ID. Okay, I don't have order ID, so that will give me an error. So dot there. So let's come in here. I need to give that a name as well. CMB order ID. That is for, oh, this is, oh, I call it D instead of B. Okay, then change that to B. And this is going to be, no, it's not a D, it's a B. That is why I couldn't see them. This has no name. This is discounts. CMB discount. Okay, this one, they all have a name. No, this has no name. CMB pay method. Okay. Now let's just complete the, so pay method, copy, paste. CMB customer ID, paste. CMB discount, paste. CMB sales, paste. Okay, CMB payment method. Oh, we already have payment method. CMB product ID. Okay, they are all in place now. That's good. So that is my reset. Okay, that's my reset. So I'm going to copy this, the name of this reset, just copy it, and I'm going to place that inside my form load. So when the form load, that should refresh your system. Double click on the form, paste that in there, get rid of the object. We just want it to be sender E, and get rid of the as argument, and that's it. So what will happen here is you automatically actually call the reset. That is good. So nothing is happening so far, so I'm going to run it now. So the only bit that should work will just be the reset and the exit. Okay guys, I ended up with an error, and the reason being because there is no data in here. So let's exit out all of the combo box, because the selection I made while I reset, or when I reset, is 0. There's no value in there. So let's go back in here and we take care of those first. So this very one, you come in here, select that, and the 0 value is going to be select. Let's just select, okay, pro.id. ID. There we go. Okay, so that's my index 0 in there. And this one is going to be select an ID as well. But then let's finish up the rest of the ID in here. Come back in here and enter the following IDs. Okay, that is the ID for that. And here there's a very easy one here. Come in here, the discount, select the discount, and the default value of that discount will be 0 anyway, so we can always put a 0 in there. So that will be 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25. There. Let's add a discount in there. Oh, sorry, the default value, that was 0. Okay, now number of sales, so we can just select that as well. Come in here and let's say no sales. Then the next one is, let's call this not on sales, and this, the next one we just say on sales. There we go. I'm going to give it the default value of no sales. Okay, and so on guys. So I'm going to take care of the VAT, yes VAT, and no VAT. So let's come in here, no VAT, yes VAT, and over 65. Account type, let's enter that in here. There we go. Then we have method of payments, click on that. So that is that, pay method, click on OK, and let's see, I think that will be all. Let's take care of this ID, order ID, and there we go. That is order ID and the customer ID. Come right there, you can just make all of that up yourself, and that is it, done. Okay, so I think that's it all done. So I'm going to click on run. There we go guys. So supposing I select any of the components now, okay, just select any data in there, so I should be able to use the reset function now. So come right here and grab all of this as well. So click on reset. There, it actually default back to the 0 value. So that's fine. So with that guys, I'm going to call it the end of this first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly.